Good evening. It is right around 5 o'clock. We just left Badwater Basin, the lowest point in the Western Hemisphere. And we're starting the low to high hike, 14 days, starting at the lowest and ending at the top of Mount Whitney with a group of stand-up people. Got 9 people. Last time I tried this, I got injured and had to be evacuated out. So now it's do-over time. The smoke's coming off the fires in Sequoia National Park, coming right off the Sierras to our west, and so our visibility isn't really high. We've got 5 miles to get across the salt plain, and it might be kind of tricky because we can't see. And if you look out there, there's some really rough terrain that we don't want to go over. It'll like cut up our shoes and not be good, kind of dangerous. So we will find our way semi-blind because of smoke. I'm sure we'll be just fine. We will see you down the trail. Well, there's no trail. It's been 5 minutes. Well, things have gotten significantly more challenging. We still got a couple more miles to go through, and this stuff is jagged, and now it's dark. We just keep pressing on, trying not to fall in this stuff, cut ourselves to pieces. Well, things have gotten worse. It's been a long day. Good morning. It's the start of day 2. Just walking here, basking in the day. Sun's come up on us.
Water at all, but I thought it was close.
Well, the reason I put that there is you can feel the temperature going up.
Yep.
Now it's a race. Elevation drops the temperature, the sun raises. I can take you back because I've got some guns as well.
Well, we're up a little more than 7 miles up this canyon. Now it's going on 12:30. It's very hot, but I have my parasol. May not be able to pick it out. There's a bighorn sheep heading up the side of the mountain. We're just reaching an old abandoned mining operation. It was here before they made Death Valley National Park. And so we're gonna hang out in that little shack up there for a couple hours and cool off before we finish our last mile and a half. And it's plenty warm now. This guy was on the trail. Made it to camp. Buddy's cowboy camping out here in a wash. Made it up to the end of this, and we're heading up over the top of that ridge tomorrow morning. So we will see you in the morning. Good morning. Welcome to the beginning of day 2. We're up at the end of the canyon. Sorry, I forget the name already. I think it's Trail Canyon. And we camped at this mining site. It hasn't been in operation for probably 50 years or so. There's all sorts of leftover equipment and whatnot up here. And over here you can see a bunch of rusted out cars and equipment. It was an old silver mine. And so today we're going to head up a very steep mile climb. Can't really see the hill we're going up. Go up over the top. And then the rest of the day should be cake. Although it'll be in the sun. So we've got about 6 miles to the next water drop, and another 3 miles after that before we get to camp. It was really tough coming up that ridge. That was very steep, and we had lunch up there at the top under some trees. It was very nice. While I'm out here walking through the desert, nothing else to do, update you a little bit on what happened that first night. It was once it got dark, you know, I filmed a little bit of it, but it got much worse from what I was filming. I don't know what you could see in the dark anyway, but I needed both of my hands, and that wasn't even good enough because I actually fell, and it's like shards of glass. And so cut up my arm pretty good, and not too bad, but enough. It could have been much worse. We were just walking over these it's like glass covered boulders that would break through every once in a while, and it was quite harrowing. But we all got through it, and took us probably 2 hours longer than the last time I was here. They haven't had rain for much longer, and apparently as they go for longer and longer periods without rain, it creates that really crystallized, it's like lava rock salt formations. But anyway, got past that, got past the hard hill climb. Now we're just walking through the desert. We've got a really nice campsite tonight. We'll see you up the trail.
Well, the idea of the drop pads and kind of sample it there to get a better view, but I don't even know if it's worth it with all the smog.
Oh
smoke,
yeah,
you can't see
it's
much.
built in, isn't it? Good morning. We just got to the top of the pass and came up about a mile or so. Looking down the other side, a little smoky. Climbing up the hill without our packs, a little light as a feather. Today is going to be a great day. That's where we're going.
Yep. Crossing over.
Here's the
Black
obstacle
rocks all around it, make it look like it's burned.
that they call the atomic crater.
All right.
Does this anchor point try to pull you back?
What's tricky, I think what's tricky is getting the,
Good.
figuring out the
Look at it, lower your breath.
tension
Lower
for
your
your,
feet.
for pace, you know?
Keep going, keep lowering your
When
breath.
you get on
Now,
the next
now
one,
step
it's more
back.
vertical, you can
Very
make the
good.
spring out when
Yeah,
you
because-
release and drop.
Nicely, a little more.
Awesome. All right, Drew, here, I want you to stop, keep your feet right there. I want you to give slack, and I want your butt getting all the way over. Keep your feet straight. I want you to get perpendicular to the face. Perpendicular.
There you go. There you
More
go.
slack, more slack. There you go. Get your feet wide. There,
you go.
perfect.
Perfect stance. Oh, beautiful.
That was beautiful. You want it wider than your waist.
Good job, Asher.
Good job.
Very well done.
Awesome.
Sure.
Awesome job. There we go. Very good, my.
Wide stance.
Okay, York, down here, if you could get your left foot onto the left cliff face, you'll be in a better position down the road.
Like this?
There, yeah, or further with your left foot. There you go. That's what you want to do. Now just bounce off. Go down. There you go. You got it. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Keep going.
Widen your legs.
Yeah. On the left. Okay. Push off. Keep your feet wide.
So just go with it. Move your feet.
There you
All right,
go.
this is where it's going to be important. Keep your feet wide, because once you clear that negative, you're going to come back a little. There you go.
You
Excellent.
gotta let go and let it go down.
There you go.
There you go.
Yeah, good job.
Well done.
Very good.
Well done, sir.
Better, better, better.
Guys, give me some room.
Everything gone from up there?
Yeah.
But with someone lighter, you couldn't go that fast.
Because all the friction.
Yeah, all the friction. Very tough.
Lower your butt more when you get to the end of the boulder.
Blow, 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 blow. Okay, there we go. And do you want to jump or are you going to walk it down?
I'm gonna walk it down.
Now lean back. Ooh.
Yeah. That was good.
Yeah, I know. Running myself or Joey.
You gotta kiss Joey on the cheek. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Is it going off your eyes?
They should totally add this to the Fortnite map.
Marco! There it is.
Good morning. I didn't show you too much getting to camp last night because it was dark when we got to camp, or fairly dark. We ended up 4 miles away from where we're going to get picked up in Panamint Valley to go over to Panamint Springs Resort, take some time, do some laundry, get some town food, and regenerate. It's a smoky day today. We can see just enough to see where we're headed. We're still off trail, so bit of a challenge. But it's a good morning. Well, we just finished at Panamint Springs Resort, back on the trail. Got 4 miles that way somewhere. Just getting dropped off by India. Here in the middle of nowhere. I'd say we're just about in the middle of nowhere. Came up 6 miles down from where we got dropped off, the other end of that mud plain. So we're going to spend the night here, base of the alluvial fan, head up there in the morning, and get to some higher altitude, lower temperatures. So we will see you in the morning. Good morning. Welcome to day number 6. We are gonna head up Mill Canyon today. Looks like we've got about 11 miles and all uphill. And we're leaving from 1,800 feet, gonna end up at about 6,200. So we got a big climb, but things are gonna get cooler as we get along. Got a nice early start, 78 degrees. Good time to be in Death Valley. We will see you up the trail. View back over Panamint Valley. There's the sand dunes. They get bigger and bigger the closer we get to them. You may have noticed that we're down to 7 people now. York had to step out, had really bad blisters on the bottom of his feet. And so he's gonna take a day off, maybe two, and join up with us up the trail. Joey had a prior commitment with his family back in Houston that he flew home to, and he'll join up with us in 2 days in Sierra Gordo. We'll have the full crew again, hopefully. But we're down to 7, but we're feeling really good about this group of 7. They're very strong.
I'll be careful. Should I go up after him or go last? Are you gonna do any reason to be up there with him?
Yeah, why don't you go next and look at John, just in case it's up there and you can take care of it.
Is it okay if I walk past you real quick? Or he wants to wait?
Who's next?
There's Andrea over there with our water resupply. She already looks real good. I can't even see her.
Bomb. I mean, there.
55.
What's up, man?
Good to see you, man. We got a beautiful campsite today. Interesting rock formation up here at 6,200 feet. Temperature's going to be a little more comfortable, and we got York back with us. And can't drive 55. Good morning. Welcome to day 7. Today we've got about 10 miles looks like not a ton of elevation gain or loss, and looks to probably be one of the easier days on the whole trek, which is good because tomorrow looks like it's going to be brutal, kind of like yesterday was. That's the L2H. Looking forward to it. See you down the trail.
Well, you know what, Matt? I think one up here behind you is real faint, above it to the left.
Just left this valley.
What's an LHV?
Good morning. We just left camp and got a big climb today, about 10 miles, and got out at a good time. It's about 7:30 right now. Feeling strong. It's gonna be a good day. Gaining ground fast, man.
Oh yeah. Well, you know, first thing up is it's just you can see where the orange tractor is. That's the footings of the American Hotel being rebuilt. If you go to the museum, there's a lot to it on the inside.
reached camp. Unfortunately, the smoke got very thick. Sure hope the wind shifts and sends this south of us, because this is pretty hard on Matthew's lungs. See you in the morning.
It's like chili. Dad, did you throw away your backpack?
Hey, good morning, sir.
Welcome to day 9 on the L2H. It's a beautiful morning except for the smoke. We've got some up and down as we travel north along the eastern slope of Owen Valley. Normally we'd be able to see Mount Whitney, but from the smoke, the Sierras are still invisible. We've got 2 days and then we'll be in Lone Pine. And we're already starting to think about burgers and showers and all that good town stuff. But yeah, other than the smoke, looks to be a very good day. We will see you down the trail.
Historical relic, and I'm all for historical relics to a certain point. There are a lot of them I think people preserve that they just have an emotional attachment to that really have no business being preserved. But this one in particular should be, I think. This was really a remarkable achievement.
Well, unfortunately, the smoke is so thick, we can't see much. Normally you'd see the Sierras across here. We're coming to the end of our dirt road walk. And we'll drop off onto the face of the mountain here and make our way down to Owen Valley. Good morning. That is Mount Whitney, right in the center. Smoke starting to clear to the north. Still looks pretty thick to the south, but it looks so much better than yesterday. And the smoke has cleared.
I mean, you can move. You can move.
We just came down this chute. I didn't video any of it because it was just sliding down scree, and I did good just to make it down alive. But I did. There she is, up to the left.
There she is. The gray lady herself.
Good morning. We are just leaving Lone Pine, and center stage there is Mount Whitney. Going up the Whitney portal, about 13 miles. Steady grade uphill, nothing too dangerous. It'll just be a nice long hike up to the base of the mountain. We'll see you up the trail. Made it up to Whitney Portal Campground.
I might. Let me see.
I don't know how they got up there. Now they got to get down.
You'll find out in the next episode.
Yep.
That's awesome. Did y'all get a picture?
It's like jump off. Me and Drew were It's like, where's the girls?
Ready? I'll smile in 3.
Okay, hey, come over on this side.
And there's Asher. That's about 60 feet.
Oh yeah. Alright. You made it.
There's
Good morning. We are just leaving our camp, heading up the Whitney portal, grab some breakfast, and then start our ascent.
That's excellent.
That lake was pretty cool too. It was beautiful. We stopped by that. Did y'all stop?
Made it to Trail Crest. Set up camp up there in the rocks. Feels like it's gonna be a cold night. Good morning. We are heading up to Mount Whitney. I will catch you up when we get a little bit more light. Close up. That's the head on Mount Whitney.
Never seen that
You
before
can
either.
see the
Been a lot of firsts for me on this trip.
The forest fire over there that we've been sucking smoke on.
How you doing, York?
I'm doing well.
I so want to.
It's inspiring. Hey, Drew.
Yeah.
Look to your right.
I think I'd rather look at photographs though.
No, no, there's nothing like being here, man. My wife and I watched the sunrise right here last time, 3 years ago.
Oh my gosh.
It's a special place. This just makes me happy.
I don't know, Steve.
Okay, I'm a little weird.
I know it's It's just amazing.
It is amazing. We live in an amazing world. For those of you familiar with my wife and I and all the hikes that we go on, we do a lot of hiking. Over the last 8 years at least, we managed to hike over 1,000 miles a year, and we've gone to some pretty insane places. Now, having said that, the L2H was the hardest hike I've ever done, and it's not even close. It was full of challenges, starting with that first night going across the salt flats. It was hardly flat, and I went on this hike because it was a great challenge, and before my days are up, I want to be able to have pushed myself and to do great things as far as hiking goes, especially. And this fit the bill as far as challenges. There were a number of things that I did on this hike that I didn't think I was capable of before. Some of the scenery was incredible, and it was definitely a fulfilling hike. One of the things that was, I guess, kind of surprising to me was, in the end, it really wasn't about the challenges and the scenery. It was about the people that I was with. And I've always appreciated being able to hike with my wife, and I always will. But this was a new one for me, going with the kids and the other people on the hike. I'm going to tell you, Asher and Judah and Christian and Drew thoroughly impressed me. I was blown away by their just the high level of character that they had, and the amount of drive. There was no whining. It was a real. It was an honor for me to share the trail with these guys. You know, you spend a lot of time together that didn't come through on the camera, where we talk about more than the hike. I was happy to be able to share any of the hiker hacks and tips that I've learned over the years with them. But it was the conversations that we had about life and goals and overcoming obstacles and things like that that meant the most to me on this trip. The quality of people overall. The two fathers that went on the trip, York and Ben, are just outstanding people, and you can see it through their kids that they're people of good standing, and they've instilled that into their kids, and it was an honor to share the trail with them. You know, the other two mentors along the way, Joey and 55, they have a tremendous amount of experience in the outdoors. But beyond that, they're just, you know, what I consider to be very high caliber people. And I really enjoyed my time with them, and tried to learn as much as I could from them. And it was, you know, they were my mentors, as well as Matthew, of course. What he's done, and all he's done to sacrifice to pull this together is something that continued to impress me more and more as we went along. And you know, he to get all the water drops out there in the middle of the desert, and the amount of weight he was carrying for miles at sometimes over crazy places, just to make it to where we had those essentials we had to have, and his leadership and guidance was outstanding. He's a man of very high character, and what he's created here in order to make a scenario where where not just the kids, but especially the kids, but everybody else there can have a once in a lifetime learning experience. It's just not available anywhere else that I can think of. I think the world of Matthew. He really has the best intentions at heart for these kids to be able to grow from this experience and realize that they can do very hard and great things, and this is just the start. I'm anxious to see where they go for the rest of their life, and so I'll remember this hike. Like I said, I do so many hikes. Some of them start to blend together. This won't blend with anything. It'll stand out in my memory of one of the most meaningful things I've ever done in my life. And I thank Matthew and all the other people's life injury for all the work that they've done to make this happen. This was the second attempt, which made it a little bit more for me, and so I hope you enjoyed the video. It's hardly any high-level production, but at least it's something that shows a little bit about what we went through out there. And thank you for watching this video, and hopefully we'll see you on the next hike.